Alright, I'm getting everything ready here. Give me a quick minute. Alrighty, everyone. How's everyone doing? If I sound a little off, just woke up. Alright, give me a second to wake up fully. And I know I did a mission now, and yeah, just don't worry about that. So basically today all I'm gonna be doing is just going around doing little missions for my bunker, um the cocaine lockup, and for the motorcycle club, and just a bunch of other things. And as I'm doing them, I'm gonna try and like tell you stuff that's happened lately, since I know I haven't done this in a while. I guess I should catch you guys up on a lot of things I've done, first of all. Because, for one, no, you guys already knew about the hangar. I, have the, cocaine lockup. And there's people here, okay. I tried doing a solo session glitch, but I guess not. I mean, it worked for that mission, and then I guess people start joining afterwards. So I guess to start off, another thing, you guys probably saw it right there while I was on the map.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
I have an office garage. Only one, because that's how poor I am. I was only able to afford one. And it was during the discounts. So I got it at a pretty good price. It's almost filled up. I think there's only like 3 spots left. And I think 2 by now. So these are, oh, I have 17 cars. So yeah, I was right, 3. Yeah. And I guess we'll call in, oh yeah, I guess I should say other thing. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I unlocked the
It's coming at
Vagrant, and during the lucky spiel, what did I say? The lucky spin wheel. I also got an armored Kuruma. I've had, oh no. Here, we're just gonna put one of these on you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even gonna catch up to the other one. Alright. One, I have a Kuruma. I was gonna say, let me go into the hangar, but if I go in there, it's gonna be way worse. It's a good thing I made a party, because otherwise they're gonna be hearing all the dumb stuff I'm saying right now. Oh crap. Oh yeah, so do you guys like the color I made for this? I usually don't choose any other color aside from black on all my vehicles, and I was gonna go black on this one, but I was like, nah, let me try that little combo I saw earlier. Wait. Yeah, no, there's a couple here too. Alright, there's... Oh crap if he finds me. Oh great, there's another one. Alright, cool. Alright, another thing, I'm now level 96, as you guys see there. I am broke, now I have 56,000. I did have a lot more money, but I spent it on buying this vehicle, which was 300 some because it was also on the discount. And I don't know if I said it before starting this, but what's up everyone, King Headshot here, and welcome back to another stream, I guess. Because I can't say video, because videos are usually like 10 minutes long. I'm making full on 2 hours, 5 hours, and I guess streams would be the appropriate word. I want to work on the hangar since like for like the longest time I haven't done anything for it. I probably delivered 2 things and then 1 delivery mission, like just to see what it was about. Sorry, I probably should do that away from my mic. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little. I'm only doing these MC missions just to grab a little bit of money. But I don't like that the door's falling off, so we're just gonna put that back in storage. Probably call it back once I start the next mission. So yeah, how's everyone today? How's life been since my last video? How's school? I know some of y'all are school because like I am too. Oh, I wanted to sneeze. So yeah, I'm also in school, you know. That's why a lot of the times I haven't been streaming. I'm busy with school stuff. A lot of things are happening. What else? Oh yeah, so the little things I've been wanting to tell you guys, like little stories and stuff, while I play these, are my experience in high school.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Not there. Office. Oh, excuse me. So many random things happened there.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Okay, I got stuff to do.
So yeah, I think since hold on, give me a second. All right. Hopefully I got some of it out of my system. So I've joined. I might get some backlash from you guys out of this. Backlash from like only 20 people that see these, or not even 20, like 10. And I did join my I wouldn't say ROTC because the ROTC is a class. I joined the after school things that they do, that are the people who do physical stuff like flip tires, carry logs, run around track and stuff. We run a lot, which sucks for me because like I'm not big in running. I'm more of lifting weights and stuff. I don't want to sound royal like that, like, oh, I lift weights. Nah, it's just like that's more of my thing. I don't like running. And so lots happened since I was there. I joined the week after Thanksgiving's, and to say the least, I was my heaviest. And now I'm at my lowest, and I'd lost around 13 pounds within like, I mean, yeah, so I lost 5 pounds within 2 weeks, and then another 5 pounds within the other 2 weeks, or more, probably like 3 or 4, and I've lost just 3 more, and I've kept it that way. Like, I've not been gaining, I've not been losing, which is kind of bad. I want to lose weight like a lot, and but I mean the good thing is that I'm at least keeping the weight I have off, like staying off. And I've met a lot of great people, all of them which I hope I don't lose in the future, because my captain on my team, there's 4 teams: male team, 2 mixed teams, and a female team. I think recently there's a new mixed team, only because there's like too many new people coming in, and since they have nowhere else to put them, they're just gonna put them in that new mixed team. And it's only called mixed team because there's males and females in that team. Of course, you can tell already from male and female, it's just male and females. So I guess there's 5 teams. I was gonna say 3. I mean, yeah, 3 mixed teams, and it's fun the times I've been there, which has already been around close to 3 or 4 months. I'm not sure anymore. I've not been keeping track of that. But I've met great people, like I said, a lot of which have taught me a lot of things. Taught me how to do proper forms on a lot of other things, like squat. I guess for a long time I've been doing them wrong. I've started to, okay, so like before joining Raiders, that's the team, that's what they're called, the Raiders. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. A year before that, I used to ride my bike to school. I used to go to a different school before I went to this new one, and it wasn't far away. It was like a mile and a half, and it would take me around 15 minutes to get there on my bike. And I would ride it for close to 2 to 3 months, and then I have those bikes where you can change gears on it to either make it easier on you or faster or harder, I mean. But technically, if you made it harder, it would be faster, and that's if your legs started getting used to it. And my legs were getting used to it, and I started noticing muscles on my legs that weren't there before. Not my legs per se, but my thigh, because that's what you use when you pedal and stuff. I mean, it's common sense, right? Everyone's ridden a bike before, yeah. All right. So, after not working out for around 2 to 3 months, I ended up losing a lot of my muscle mass. And for those who don't know, if you don't work out, your muscle starts to deplete, like muscle volume, mass, strength for like obvious reasons. That one's gonna lose. But I've done on and off things, so not all of it left. I guess you can say not all of it left. So yeah, after doing like I was weak, right, for that when I joined, and everyone thought I was gonna be good because of how big I am. Not saying fat, big. Like they knew I worked out. And they're like, we thought you were gonna be good at this. I was like, oh, you'd be wrong. If they knew, right? Of course they didn't. And I didn't tell them anything. I'm not planning on telling them. But I mean, it's just something so that like I just left it so it can, I guess, motivate me to keep going, be stronger, get stronger. So yeah, my leg muscles, my thigh muscles were lost until I kept our colonel kept making us run. And recently, about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I noticed that they started to come back. And the one test I did when I had these muscles back then, a year ago, I would flex my thigh muscle and punch it, and it wouldn't hurt. And I did that again, and I was like, ooh, they're coming back. And I think I'm missing a little bit more because they're not as defined as last time. But I mean, good progress either way, right? So I forgot where I left off. Like, I sidetracked so much on that story. But yeah, I got stronger, got better form. We flipped tires. I think they're either tractor tires or nah. Monster truck tires are bigger, I believe. And they're I believe 800 pounds. Oh, excuse me. Oh, cool. Alright, yeah, you can take it. I don't care anymore. Yeah, so they're like 500. Nah, I don't think they're 500. But, I think they are 800. Because it takes a total of, well, that's lost. Oh, I can call this. Make sure no one gets it. Alright. So, yeah, I ended up, we pick up that, some logs are really heavy, but, and they're named too. There's one named Linda. Um, that's the only one I remember. But there's 4 other logs. I don't care if I lose this anymore. I just don't want him to make money off of it. There you go. So we also do a dead man's carry or fireman's carry. I don't know what the dead man one is, but we do a fireman's carry where we carry one of our buddies on our shoulders. And I really don't know how to tell you guys how to or how to explain that one. And um and this is why I do stuff alone in a private session, because then people start stealing my stuff, and then I can't get money. Sidetracked. Okay, so yeah, the fireman carry is to help you better understand it. Would be the person carrying that's gonna be on you. The person carrying someone else, right? Squats down a little bit, or squats down, I guess, fully. The person they're gonna carry is gonna be on their side.
Okay.
Your arm is gonna go between their legs, your right arm, or wherever. Like, let's say they're standing on your right side. Your right arm is gonna go under or between their legs, and their right arm is gonna go over your shoulder, and you're gonna grab them like that. They can either tense up to make it like easier on you, and make it like it kind of gets dead weight, and that, I guess that would be my best explanation for it. What else? Oh, there's this I forgot what it was called, but they use it in the army for whenever you have a dead person or injured person. I guess that's the dead man's carry. And it's like, oh, stretcher, there we go. It's a stretcher, and we have a punching bag that I don't know how much it weighs, but I mean everyone in our group can pick it up, so I don't think it's too heavy. But the only thing is that you gotta do it within a set time limit. Flip the tire so many times to the end. I don't know how many times, because it's almost different for everyone, depending if you flip it to its side and stuff, because it'll start to like wobble. You gotta be careful with that, because you have your teammates on a smaller wheel. I wouldn't say weaker teammates, but like the ones who don't do much, I guess, are gonna be on there, on that little one, and they gotta flip it to the end, and it's way more work for them in a way. And that didn't hit him. Oh damn. Alright, anyways, well, I guess I'm gonna stop with that. Oh, it's gonna be expensive, ain't it? So we flip the tire, and then we gotta roll it back to the start. We pick it up one more time, but not flip it all the way over.
Sure.
Oh, cool, it's free. And then you gotta pick it up one more time and roll it back to the start. Then you have to rush to another side, and you have to pick up a log with your team, and you have to be in full response with all your team. Make sure everyone's picking it up, make sure everyone's paying attention and being clear, and make sure everything is getting through to everyone, because it can mess up pretty much everyone if you're not careful. Because the log is heavy, and it sucks if you if it lands on your foot, because it's landed on many of our friends' foot. Oh, excuse me. And they've been we have to have we always have to put them on our, I guess to say, you can say, the sidelines, because they're injured and they can't play, so, or participate, I guess. And from there we have to run it back to the start. And there's what they're used for in the military are for carrying gasoline, but we use water instead. We had 30 to 35 pounds depending. I think 35 for us, and for competition we lower the weight because not everyone picks up the same amount of weight or does the same thing as we do. So we'll end up lowering the weight just for competition. What are the things we do? Oh, so then we go to a certain distance, and then bring them back like always, and then run to another section of the course and pick up the stretcher and the punching bag for being the dead man. To be the dead man, right? Oh, good. So yeah, then from there we go to like the other ones, go to a certain distance and then bring it back. And then after that, that's when we do the fireman's carry. And then that's when we race to the beginning of the hole, or the end of the course, you could say. And that's called the gauntlet. And it's really, really brutal if you're not careful, and if you're not up to, like, if you're not meeting the standards strength wise and conditioning, because it can really kick you or put you down if you're not ready for that kind of stuff. Another thing we do is ropes, and it takes 8 people. Usually, sometimes it'll be rare that they use 10 people in total. Oh, and I guess I should say minimum 8 people should be on a team. And there's 5 teams, new team coming in, because there's usually always 4. And I lost my train of thought again. Okay, so yeah, so then you have to use 8 people, because I don't think you can do 10. It's always been 8, I guess. If I remember correctly, it's always 10. And one person is your runner. That runner, the captain for that team, ties a knot. The runner goes to the other end of the pole. There's 2 poles, and he has to tie a knot at the end. And the captain of the team has to tie the knot at the beginning. Everyone else wears a suit, or not a suit, a seat. And each seat has a carabiner attached to it. And you pull yourself up, or you help your teammate. They'll either help you get up, or they'll help you up, and you have to cross this. You have to cross the. Why is everyone against me all of a sudden? Oh, you missed. And then you have to pull yourself with your arms across to the other side where the runner is, and the runner is gonna help you. He's gonna help you get off at the end. And and you have to get 6 people across, and your captain, once the last person is over on the other side, the captain has to pull the rope on the other side. Oh, good. See, why is everyone against me? I'm not doing a single thing, just minding my own business. Alright, where is he? Alright. So yeah, then they'll untie the knots from both ends, and that's when your team calls time. And record for our team is from like our whole team, because like my team, I think best was 2 minutes and 30, and then our and we're mixed team beta. Mixed team alpha got 1 minute and 30 some seconds. No, I think 1 minute and 50 seconds, because it's almost impossible to do 130. 130. And so that's the ropes. Another thing we do is called the cadet challenge, which is most amount of push-ups, sit-ups, and for guys it's pull-ups, and for girls how long they can hang. Okay, so first of all, cadet challenge would be push-ups and sit-ups in under a minute. See how many you can do with them under a minute, right? For guys, we do pull-ups, and however many we can do, right? For girls, they're timed on how long they can hang. That would be the cadet challenge. I'm missing one, I think. I mean, I don't know, but I've gotten stronger since I mean, not by a lot. No, actually, I guess I could say a lot. Because when I first started, I could barely do 10 push-ups, and then under a minute I did 30. My record is 40, and it was cool because I was just like flying through them and stuff. So my personal record is 40, and that was like a year ago when I was at my best. When I weighed, actually I don't know, I didn't weigh myself back then. And but I mean, I was pretty good. I was at my best, but like I want to say I'm my best right now because I didn't weigh myself back then, and this is where where I have everything, where I have everything counted off and check marked and put down on a notepad and stuff. And yeah, so I've actually been doing really good. The only thing is my captain gave me a challenge. Since I'm not the best runner on our team and pretty much the slowest, I'm pretty sure everyone has a track and field, football field and the track around it. So she wants me to run 3 times around it and in or under 11 minutes. If I can't do that, if it's like even 11.01, I'm off the team. It has to be exactly 11 or under, which I think is doable. I'm pretty sure. Sorry. And what was I gonna? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my pariah. So I think it's doable because the last time I did was close to 11 minutes. I did 12 or 13, but that was me like not trying, and especially I had a 10-pound backpack on me, which isn't a big difference either. What the heck? What? Who's this? He's apparently my friend. You guys see that on the minimap? The heck was that? Y'all heard that, right? I'm not going crazy. Maybe it's up here. What in the world? I lost all train of thought. I don't remember what I was saying earlier. So, I guess I was just saying how I was at my best, or I'm at my best right now, or second best. Um, so yeah, I've gotten stronger, I've been better.
Boy,
I've seen better
whatever you're
days.
doing, stop. Some of Solly's crew have been stuck up. Hostage type situation. You think you can sort it out for the geezer? Or have you got other fish to fry? Shit. Okay. I hope whatever else you're doing's important.
It is, because I'm making more money. Trying to anyways, with all these people in here. Alright, I'm just gonna switch lobbies. So yeah, there's that. I joined RTC Raiders specifically. That's the name of our thing. And what else? I've met many great friends, like I was saying. There's this one who we mess around a lot, where I guess you can say equally as dumb. We both say dumb stuff, especially in times when we're not supposed to, when it's like a serious time. We're supposed to be very serious, and we're just not the people you want to be hanging out with when during a serious situation. Because we'll just whisper something and then someone overhears us and they'll laugh, or I'll laugh, or we'll laugh, and we'll sometimes get in trouble and they'll make us do he's also in Raiders with me. And they'll make us drop and do like push-ups or burpees. If we're inside a building, they'll make us do push-ups, either 10 to 20. And if we're outside, they'll make us do burpees, usually always 10. And it's always great fun. They always mess around with you. One thing is they do mess around with you a lot, and especially for my initiation. Everyone's initiation was different. Mine, I happened to get, I guess, the best one. They turned off the lights. They all ganged up on me, I guess. Some were just trying to throw me down, grapple me, and I couldn't do anything about it. That was the only one rule. I couldn't fight back or anything. I can't get that out. Give me a second. Alright. So, they turned off the lights, they all ganged up on me. This one kid hits me. I was like, yo, knock it off. He keeps hitting me and kicking me when I'm on the floor. I end up kicking him, I guess in the kneecap or in the leg somewhere. He ended up backing off. He's like, yo, you can't do anything back. I was like, yo, but you were actually hitting me. Oh yeah, that was the other rule. That's why I was getting mad. Because, they're like, oh, we can't hit you or anything. We can't throw punches or kick you. I was like, alright, bet. So this one kid is the only one doing that. And that's when I got mad. Oh, that came close. So I ended up kicking him. But he was alright with it because he understood why. He didn't say anything to anyone else. I know there's worse initiations. One of our friends got tased. I found that pretty funny. I don't know. Must have sucked for him, right? But I mean, he's all good now. He makes fun of everyone. He attacks everyone. Not like in a bad way. Like he'll jump on your back and just cover your eyes or something. He'll mess around with you like that. I know another friend of mine was getting, I guess you can say, would it be considered whipped? He was getting whipped by our belts, or their belts. I haven't gotten my uniform yet, and the uniforms have belts that you have to wear, and those things are like really thick. Not super thick, but they're like thick, and they're really really tough and like made of tough material. So if you get hit by it, it sucks. Like it hurts a lot. And this one kid was hit by so many of them, and so many like a lot of times, and so I guess I got the best of it. Um, I've also made more friends than I thought I would ever make. My friend group was quite small when I first started at this new school. Oh, and I changed schools only for the fact that I wanted to do business, so they gave my dad did research and was like, "Oh, this school is the best for business." So I was like, "Okay, all right." I mean, I can't do anything about it now because I kind of wanted to stay at my old school. I just wanted to get out of the program I was in. But now it's changing full schools, and I don't regret. Like I kind of miss my old friends, right? But I like this one even better. Like I feel like I fit in better. Um, I've made many. I keep saying it, and because it's true, and so many, so much opportunity. As in, I still don't have a girlfriend, but I see around there's many great looking girls. All of them are great. It's just um like I guess you can say they hit standards, my standards, but not but a lot of other ones hit standards for being friends, and they do. We end up being best of friends. We mess around a lot, and a lot of them hit me back, because I mess with them, and they hate it sometimes, but it's funny. Um, what other things? Oh, we had like a party, I guess, for ROTC people, and it was fun though. We ended up having a lot of fun, more than I ever thought we were going to, and it was great. I really enjoyed it and made great memories. New friends that day, made even more. I have way more today, and what other thing? What other thing? Um, I've been trying to get more fit, but like the harder I try, the easier or the harder the challenges get for me. Cause there's in my school you get to sell stuff. I mean you don't, like it's obviously against the rules and stuff of school, but they do it either anyways. And there's one girl particularly in particular, she sells brownies, and they're so good. Like there's cookie at the bottom, like like chocolate chip cookies at the bottom, and Oreos in the middle, and then brownie mix on top. And that's like the best tasting brownie, and it has a lot of sugar, which I regret sometimes when I eat one. Um, and I've only eaten two, so and I believe it was yesterday. Um, I was given some flaming hot Cheetos with cheese in it, nacho cheese, and they tasted good only because like it was such a big bag too. It was like not those little ones, but like the ones that are like actually $1 or $2 at a store, and it was good. And then I ended up getting that brownie afterwards. To say the least, I know I need to go run. Uh, my block where I live, my house, it's an odd block because it's not square, it's rectangle because we're like the edge of our. I don't want to say colony because I don't think that's right. In Spanish, it's called colonia. Uh, our colonia, we're on the side of it. We're pretty much the entrance, one the main entrance, and there wasn't much space for a lot of other things. Um, what other stuff? Oh yeah, so then it's shaped or more or less big enough as the size of the field or the track that goes around the football field. So I do that more or less as a standard. And the thing is, it's harder because it has a downhill and an uphill, and the uphill can either make or break you because it's super tough at the end. Because once you're trying to go hard and fast on it, it'll kick you, right? It'll knock you down. Not really, right? But I'm not trying to say a bad word right now. Excuse me. It'll really kick you down. Um, um, and it's tough. But if I can more or less make the time there, which is a harder place than the flat the leveled field, I guess you can say, because it's actually like flat and there's no bumps or anything in it. And if I can more or less do it here, I can pretty much do really good when I try and do it over there. What else? Oh yeah, and I know it sounds bad, or I don't know how to explain it, but ever since I started getting skinnier, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but I mean, I guess I don't know how to say it. Oh, and I gotta steal it from these guys. Oh, it's that one back there. I didn't switch weapons, but okay. Anyways, oh, I parked it right at the entrance too. Oh, I can go this way. But I mean, ever since I started getting skinnier, I've been talking to more girls or having more girlfriends. Not actual girlfriends, but like, yeah, you guys get it. I'm not gonna try and explain it. So, but I mean, it's great to know that that more people start talking to me as I'm losing weight. But I mean, I don't want to think of it as a bad thing, because like losing weight and making friends just because I'm skinny and when I was fat it wouldn't be fair, right? Oh, I almost blew up my own stuff. Of course. Okay, what other stuff has happened? Alright, I'm just gonna borrow this. Oh, it has hydraulics. I mean, I keep losing what I say sometimes just because I'm focusing on something, right? Like the game. Um, it's pretty great though to know that or that to have more friends as my journey continues to lose weight. And I don't want to say or think it's a bad thing because I highly doubt it is because of that. But like I was saying, it's great nonetheless. Is this little thing trying to hit? Oh my gosh. Well, great. Really? Okay, guess two times in a row. Alright, so yeah. I'm trying to continue my journey, trying to do my best I can. What I'm gonna do, I'll try and hopefully do today, is do 4 laps around my block with 20 pounds on my back. And my dad had bought me a vest. And the vest I'm gonna be using it for like push-ups, and it's one of those vests where you can add weight and or take it away. Obviously, right? Um, it comes with 40 pounds, and each little sack it comes with is 2 pounds each. So 10 pounds. 10 sacks would be 20 pounds, correct? Yeah. Um, I apologize if I keep saying a lot. I'm trying to think. And yeah, so I'll add 10 sacks to the back of my back of my backpack, because I gotta get used to running with a backpack that is 35 pounds. For a male it's 35, for a female it's 20 pounds. Um, I'm trying to get stronger, better, faster, because I really don't want to get kicked off this team, because it's like a second family to me. Everyone there is great. Everyone enjoys my company. I've actually helped a lot of people when they needed someone to talk with. I've been there for them. Um, and I like being that kind of friend. I like doing that for them. Being there for whenever they need me, for whatever they need me. And I say I fit the job pretty well, because let's say if they're trying to, they can't tell anyone sensitive information, but they want to tell someone about it. They can tell me, because I can forget easy. And I know that's not a good thing, or even good thing to say on camera or video. But I mean, I say I'm the best candidate for that. In case they want to tell someone something and they can't. Yeah. Did that go up? I don't think it used to be 70,000. um, what other stuff has happened? Oh, we have a school for fine arts, being dance, instruments like guitar, drums, bass, electric bass, orchestra, woodwinds, um, mariachi, uh, art, like drawing stuff, sculpturing. Um, there's stuff for a lot of people there. Just mine wasn't in there, because what I wanted to do is electric bass, and I know I said it, but it's technically not a class you can take. Just electric bass. You can either learn it self-learn with a teacher who has a like a mini band, and you self-learn there, or you can wait in the guitar class until they do jazz, and that's when they'll teach you the bass. But I ended up just leaving that class because the teacher there was not good. He kept picking on me, telling me stuff, saying I was wrong, when, I mean, I guess he can say I'm wrong because he knows more than me and he's a teacher and stuff. But I mean, all right, I can't say anything about it, right? He told me I was wrong. I couldn't talk. I had no rights. He used that as like a thing whenever whenever uh he thought or knew he was losing an argument with me, he'd be like, "No, you can't talk. You have no rights. You can't show your opinion or you can't say your opinion or anything." Um, and I was like, "So how come?" He's like, "Stop talking. You can't say anything." I was like, "Can you explain to me?" He's like, "The law says." Okay, but what law? Or can you further explain? And he just never said anything. He was just saying, "No, you just have no rights. Stop talking." So I ended up getting sick of it. Um, a month or a week into this year, or I think it was 2 weeks into this year, that I ended up like just being tired of it and just went to the office, to the front office. And like, all right, we're gonna change your classes, because we can't have you anymore because he's also complained about you. I'm like, what possible things can I have done? Because all the other my peers there, they all enjoy me as a classmate. I make them laugh. I'm a good friend to them. I comfort them if needed. And I'm like I said, I'm that good friend, right? Um, if they ever they need it. Um, and they've all enjoyed me, and then they were all sad to know that I was leaving. Um, except for the teachers, like, oh, I hope you. Oh yeah, so this is what made him want to kick me out, because I ended up leaving, right, or wanting to leave. He knew I wanted to, so he's just used this. So we play. It's a guitar class, right? He wants us to play and pluck the strings a certain way. We don't use a pick. We use our fingers, fingering, right? We use our for our right hand. If you're right-handed, to play the guitar, to strum it and stuff. We don't strum, right? You use our thumb for the top three strings that are close to us, and our index, middle, and ring finger for the bottom three strings. Um, so he wants us to not cut our fingernails from our right hand because that's what's gonna help us play the string. I ended up cutting them because mine were starting to look bad because I don't know how to take care of like my long nails and trim them and do stuff right with them. So I ended up just cutting them. I was just playing the guitar like I usually would. I wasn't mad. I was calm. I was just doing me. I was in my zone doing my stuff. I was never paying attention to it until he brought it to my attention that apparently I was playing it wrong. That it's the strings. I was playing the strings wrong. I was like, "How so, sir? If I might ask." He's like, "Stop playing like that." He's like, "How?" He's like that." He's like, "Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong exactly?" Because like I was confused, and he's like, "The strings aren't supposed to sound that way." So I was really, really, really confused. Um, so he's like, so I was asking him, all right, so what should I do to make it play better? He's like, oh, just play lightly, or yeah, lightly, which I already pretty much was since I didn't have fingernails to play correctly. Um, since I already pretty much was playing lightly, I was just playing it just a tiny bit lighter. Oh, this is cool. What else? Oh yeah, so it was a fine line where I was playing and where he wanted me to play. So it was pretty easy to mess up and play just a tiny bit harder, just the slightest amount, which is where I was playing, and the slightest least amount, which is where he wanted me to, which was like I said, um, which was just like right next to each other on the playing field, on the level line. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Um, is he gonna kill me? Okay, good. Um, okay, so yeah, he was telling me, alright, so I was doing it like he wanted me to. And he was like, all right, continue doing that. I was like, oh, okay. So I do it, and then I'm in my zone again, not realizing what's going on. He's like, follow directions. I'm like, I'm doing what you're telling me to. Um, he's like, no, you don't know how to follow directions. If I don't know how to follow directions, I didn't tell him this. This is already in my head. He's like, if I don't know how to follow directions, then how did I do it the first time? And so I was like, yeah, I'm trying my best. He's like, no, you're not. You don't know how to follow directions. You, like, oh, and another thing he would use, to shut me up, I guess, would be like, I've been playing for 50 years. You can't tell me what's right or wrong. And I was confused because at some point I told him, sir, this doesn't sound right to me. And he's like, what do you know about music that makes you think you know what's right from wrong? And I know a basic understanding of what like music should sound like, right? Because it's supposed to sound nice, one note after another. And it just didn't sound right to me. But that was one thing before this one. And so I'm gonna continue this story. I'll tell that one after this one. So I play, and then I play the way he didn't want me to, I guess. And he got mad. He's like, you know what? You're just not doing what I want you to, and you're being really disrespectful. And I was like, huh? I was like so confused. And so I ended up playing, and then he just got mad. He's like, you know what? Go to the front office, and I want you out of here.
Hey there, boss.
And I was like, what? Like, he didn't believe me, like, in anything I ever said. Because he always thought I was lying. He always thought I was lying, no matter what I told him. And it was super, like, it's just not a thing you do to a kid. I still consider myself a kid, even though I'm in high school. A kid to me is someone who's still in school. An adult to me is someone who can drive and make money, income. Anyways, aside from the fact, so he never believed me in anything I told him. He always thought I was lying. He wanted me out of there, and I was told that he always picked on a student or two students per semester or a year, and you can say I was the lucky one. It just never got better from there, and I ended up getting tired of it. So I was like going to the office, and I was like, I want out. He's like, yeah, he's been telling me stuff about you too. So I was like, okay, that's all right. So that's when I got this schedule change, and it was doable since it was like the last day to change too, and they had bent the rules for me a little bit because like they knew how much trouble he was and how much stuff he said about me, which is weird since I always try to be the best and most respectful person I can. Oh yeah, and every time I try and talk to him and tell him something when he's talking to me, and I can't bring up the fact later because let's say he's talking about something that I want to respond to, and then he'll change it, and then I want to talk back about that one he said earlier. He's like, why are you going back on that thing to focus on what we're talking about right now? So that's why I try and like not be disrespectful about it, but cut him off so that I can talk to him about that one that he's talking about currently. He's like, hey, stop disrespecting me. I'm like, huh? I was confused because he's a weird person. He's a weird teacher. He's like awful. He doesn't even teach you. He gives you a book and like yeah, like this little booklet, and expects you to read everything, which I did, right? But I mean, he'll give you notes and expect you to read them, and he always I'm getting sidetracked. I'll explain that one later. And so he's like, stop disrespecting me. He's like, what do I mean? He's like, stop talking when I'm talking. He's like, I never do that to you, do I? And me being nice, I'm like, no. When he does do it, because I wanted to tell him, I wanted to like let him know, because he was letting me talk at some point, and then he cuts me off. I'm like, sir, you're not letting me talk. I tell him, you're not letting me talk. You're being really disrespectful for me, like you say you never do. He's like, stop talking back to me. You're not allowed to. That's when he'll use that thing again. And I've been teaching for 50 years or learning guitar and notes and stuff. And okay, no, I don't really care. I don't. If I make something good, sure, I'd probably like to brag about it, but not bring it up in every conversation when I'm losing. Like, like what? So yeah, so the booklet, um, he kept comparing me to these two freshmen. These two freshmen are known with music. I've only known it for a year and got off of it after a while, like a long time. And these two have known it since they were little, and they've known to like one of my close friends who happened to be the freshman. I didn't know he was, and I wasn't aware because he until he was like, "Freshmen are beating you." I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah." So they were freshmen, and my close friend he was there because we talk a lot. We share ideas, conversations, and topics. He said to me that since he was young, his house is filled with stuff having to do with musical stuff like guitars, bass, drums everywhere. Like you'll see a guitar hanging on the wall, kind of stuff, and tracks, and I don't know. He said he grew up with music and instruments because his mom and dad both played instruments, and they brought that to him. So he already knew how to do stuff. The one next to him, which is the other freshman who already knew how to play, also did the same thing. His dad was a really good player, and whenever the teacher, uh, that guy, went to his office, he would play a little riff from a sometimes difficult piece. Um, like sometimes he'll play like a difficult riff to me, and there will be really interesting ones. Like he'll play Thunderstruck, um, Highway to Hell, and a bunch of other old kind of classic rock songs. And then he would compare them to me, saying, "Oh look, freshmen are beating you, and you can't even finish the booklet because they finished it in like 2 months." And in order to progress, you would learn notes, and there would be a song attached to it after every new note you learn, or every few notes you learn. There'll be a song attached to the next page. And you'd have to learn it and play it in front of everyone in your class, which it wasn't big of a deal. It was like 12 of us in that class. Um, and in front of the teacher, and the teacher would be okay. Either you're doing this wrong, and until you fix it, you can play it for me again. But they flew through that little booklet, and they ended up getting full on pieces, or I forgot what he called them. I don't care at this point. Full on songs that that they had to learn. I didn't get my piece until either a week before the year ended or a week after the year ended. So yeah, and then I ended up starting to try and learn it best as I could. Um, and I always tried my best in that class because I liked it. I ended up liking the guitar class a lot. But I mean, he didn't like me, so I couldn't do anything about that. He was a pretty cool teacher. I enjoyed him um, the first week there. He was cool, but he was only doing it because it was the first week. He was going easy, on everyone, right? Every teacher does that on the first week. They go easy on the students, like patience wise and all sorts of stuff. And he would play a little riff for us, and I was very intrigued. And I was like, "Sir, one day I want to play like you." He's like, "All right, well, you're gonna have to do everything I tell you." And everyone was like, "Nah, maybe it's just tough love because you told him to be rough on you, so you can be better." But at some point, it just didn't seem that way. He didn't even care, and like I said, he would use the arguments of, "Oh, I've been learning this for 50 years, or I've been teaching for so long, and you have no rights." So that's when I started to figure out that nah, he in it truly does like not like me, and I was like, yeah, that's not cool, dude. I tried reporting him to the counselor, but the counselor's on his side, and so he ended up doing something and then gained the attention of the counselor, and she was against me during this thing we had when they pulled me to a side room trying to talk to me, and so yeah, and I was like, that wasn't fair, and I kept telling him that, like, I'm a sensitive kid. I'm gonna say emotionally I'm sensitive. Like, if I feel something against me and people don't believe me, and I'm trying my best to share my side, I'll tear up, and then eventually, like, just tears, right? But I'll try my hardest not to, and when you try not to, and you try to control something, it'll usually become harder to hold back. I'm not saying I'm a crybaby or anything, but like, it's just how I am, right? And it's known that like people who are sensitive are the nicest and kindest people. I'm not. I'm not. Oh, that brought so much down. Did you guys see that supply health? It went down so fast when I hit that tree. And I've been known to be invited to like by my friends, and told by them that I'm a great person, and they 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 don't want to lose me as a friend. 'Cause I'm such a great person to them and make them laugh, and I'm also that kind of person where in sad situations bring spirits up, and I don't mean witchcraft or anything. I mean make them laugh when in a sad situation. Um, and just like, I know I keep saying I'm a great friend, and I'm not saying it because I think I am. I'm saying it because my friends have told me. It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know anymore. So yeah, they were on his. The counselor was on his side, and it's weird because counselors aren't supposed to be on the student side. Make sure they're getting everything they need. Make sure they're fine in every class. And it just wasn't fair. And I wanted to leave the school, but they're like, "No, we want you to stay." I was like, a second ago you were on my teacher's side who wanted to kick me out and was being mean to me. I never told her that. My counselor's a she. Um, what else? I know I was gonna talk about something and I forgot what. Oh, all right. So another thing, I help him out during this like time period um where he was mean to me, but then for a period he was nice. I was like, oh, maybe he's getting better, or I guess you can say warming up to me. I guess I don't know what the proper wording is in this situation. So I decided to be. I stayed the same. I didn't change. I didn't become any nicer or any meaner. I stayed the same. I was always nice. I tried helping out the best I could and help moving like heavy stuff, especially because like I said, I'm a big boy. I'm strong. So anytime he needed help carrying something heavy, I'd be his guy. I was like, all right, cool. He's finally becoming a reasonable and person he should have been from the start. Um, oh yeah, so I was helping him out, and this was it was this Hispanic Day Fest, and we were selling quesadillas to make up money for our field trip, which they already went. I didn't get to go because I ended up getting kicked or left the class like 2 weeks before the trip was gonna happen. and which I don't care because otherwise I would have been trapped on a bus with them and oh yeah, a whole lot of problems. I just didn't want to deal with it, so I was glad I didn't go for a lot of reasons. And they went to this thing called Joe's Crab Shack, which apparently is supposed to be the best food in the world. I highly doubt it. It's probably he's never been out much. Apparently he says he's been out, but I doubt it if he believes something like Joe's Crab Shack is that Joe's Crab Shack is good. It probably is, probably isn't. I don't know. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say already. Oh, okay, so back to the Hispanic Fest. I was helping him out a lot, and I was bringing in customers by being funny, the funny person I am. Pretty much doing dumb stuff. I would yell like, "Oh, get your!" Oh yeah, we were selling quesadillas, so I was like, "Get your quesadilla here!" And I was just yelling and making funny jokes and puns and like, oh, because we would charge I think 2 tickets for one quesadilla, a regular quesadilla, and 3 tickets for quesadilla with meat in it. And I was like, could that even be good? And oh boy, it is. Um, so I was like, get your quesadillas here, and messing around with some of the people there. They even ended up coming back for more quesadillas, either because they're good or because of the entertainment or whatever. Yeah. So I'd be like, I'd make some strange accent and be like, "You bring cat, we cook cat for you," because I saw it on some meme, right? And so I was like, "You bring cat, we cook cat for you, and free cat if you bring off the street, straight cat, right?" And I was just trying to help out, and we ended up making close to $1,000 in profit, or yeah, we ended up just almost making $1,000. Uh, and then there was another day where they wanted to sell quesadillas again, and they didn't even make half. They made less than half the amount during this next one because I didn't go. I didn't go because I just didn't want to, or something was going on at that time. That I don't remember what it was. But I ended up not going, and they didn't make anywhere near half. So I want to say I'd helped a lot by being dumb and funny I am, the way I am. Uh, what else? I'd help him out and everything, anything, everything. He needed to move stuff around. I was this guy. Wanted me to grab a sign, make sure everyone knew where the quesadillas were, and make sure they grabbed one and stuff. I was right there. I was all the way there. Made sure I moved stuff and anything he needed help, I was there to help him. And now I try and avoid him in the hallways because like all of a sudden he's in the hallways more than he is in his classroom, which is whoa. I'm just mad at it, right? I'm contemplating about this. Yeah, I just didn't like him as a teacher, and my new teacher is really cool. He respects me. He knows I can be a bit childish. He understands that, and he's okay with it. Um, and he goes along with it. He'll be like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" I'll be like, "Oh, hey, cool, cool, sir. My day's going pretty good. How about yours?" We'll go back and forth, talk. Oh, that wasn't good. Um, and I just really like this new teacher, my new fine art teacher. Um, really respectful guy. Really. Sorry, I think I'm getting tired again. And he's a cool teacher, to say the least. He's a really good teacher, and I don't want to say like this is a bad thing. It's actually really good. We almost don't do anything in his class. I don't do anything since I'm new to his class. So I sit on the side, and whenever they're gonna play a song, I grab a little shaker, and I don't know how to do that. I'll just shake it because it's called steel drums or steel pans. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like the ones they use in Hawaii to make those songs and sounds and stuff. Like da 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 da. Yeah, like sounds like songs and sounds like that would be the case. Um, I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff going through my head right now. Majority of it of which I can't say, especially because it's just personal, for one. Oh yeah, so look here under the light, you can see the color of the Kuruma. The wheels looked alone, like they look super bland. I don't want to say bland, but like too neutral. So I ended up going with the purple bolted rims. Oh yeah. So let's count how many podium vehicles I've won. 1, 2. Oh yeah, 3. This is the podium vehicle I won yesterday, and my first spin. I was happy, and it was cool. I don't know if I have any podium vehicles up here. Oh yeah, 3, 4. That's it. 4. Let's go to the bottom floor. The first floor. We're at 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 with the skull on the bike one, motorcycle bike, the Sanctus. 10 with that one. I won 10. Jeez, that's a lot. Right. Oh, oh boy. I kind of want to change games and all, but it's gonna kick or turn off the broadcast. Live stream broadcast. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Have a pretty good day, pretty good year, pretty good weekend. It's a Saturday. You guys should either be out playing with your friends, going out with your friends, playing video games. Nah, not playing video games. To me, it's just because it's the only thing all my friends are busy, right? They're either asleep, families, away trips. So I'm pretty much just stuck here. Because some of my friends also work, and I have to wait until they get off work. So, and okay, don't worry about that. I slapped my size, okay? Um, they work, yet they still ask me for money. Don't you just love fake friends? Because then you'll be like, oh, you owe me money. Or you probably won't even say it at all. It's like, you'll be fine with it, because like, you're friends, right? You'll probably be fine with it. But I'll be like, hey, dude, you kinda owe me money. And he's like, oh, like, what? No, I don't. He's like, yeah, you do. He's like, when? Or why, or for what? My birthday, we ended up pitching for a pizza, and you ended up taking the last slice on my birthday. It was, for some reason, unevenly cut slices. He ended up getting the more slices than everyone, actually. Everyone got the same amount. He was the only one who got more, by one more slice, right? But like, that's not fair since he didn't pay anything. So we're telling him, hey, call it even. You owe me $5, because I paid more than everyone. And my friend who I paid for as well, he paid me back because he's a good friend. And so he's like, "No, I don't owe you anything," and he still wants me to buy him Whataburger. And I was like, "Huh? Just use the $5 then. If you want me to pay you Whataburger, use the $5." Obviously, I'm not gonna tell him that because I still want my $5. Um, it's just like it's lame that way. Another thing, my friends ever want to hang out, I'll be the first one or second or third to be like, heck yeah, I'm down. What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna be? What's gonna happen? And what are we gonna do afterwards? In case we want this night or day to last. Make memories. Memories. Um, I'm always the one who'll be like, yeah, I'm down. But whenever I want to do something, we're busy. I could have been busy. I just had to make time, space, and time. I made time and moved my schedule around and didn't do other things just so I can come be with you guys. But you guys decide to use homework as an excuse when I do have homework as well. But y'all can't do anything when I want to. Whenever you guys want to, it's like, yeah, 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 I'm there. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. And I'll even give them rides if they need to. Some friend I am, right? Um, these new friends I'm making are they're better. Um, they respect me. They're good friends. They're there when I need them. It's times are changing for the better or worse, whatever it may be. If you're going through a tough time, just know, get better. I know I'm going through a rough time, and I know it's gonna get better, way, way better. I know I'm saying a lot of these good stuff, but these are the ones that shine in front or above the bad ones. That's why I know I explained some bad ones like that teacher, but the good one was the Hispanic Fest. Uh, we ended up doing. I had fun there. A lot of my friends were there. I ended up getting to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time. Uh, it was a great time. Made a lot of people laugh. Made new friends that day too. Um, we're still kind of friends now, and I say kinda because each block is different with that teacher that I ended up getting kicked, or I guess you can say I got kicked from the class, right? I'm not gonna say, oh, I left just to make myself sound better. I got kicked, right? Since you got had enough of me, apparently. Like I didn't, right? Anyways. Um, so for the sale of the quesadillas on Hispanic Fest, he gathered all his blocks, like first, second, I don't know if he had a third, and fifth and sixth. He got all of his classes together, mixed them up. Not mixed them, right? Wait, he got us together to help him out with that kind of stuff. Um, Ended up making good friends, and now that I don't have the class, um, I don't see them. I rarely do during school, like in school. Um, I mean they're still pretty cool when they see me once in a while. Well, not all the time see each other, but um, like when we do, they're pretty cool. And they sometimes wish I was like back with them in the class, and I was like, ah, nah, dude, I'll try and make it so that like not to make them worry. I'm pretty sure the teacher already told them something like, oh, I was being disrespectful and he ended up getting me kicked out or something. Um, oh yeah. So for this school, if you wanted to change fine art, I needed to change it. I don't know why I needed to do this, but you needed confirmation from the previous or present teacher and the one you wanted to change to. Um, so and I had to go back to that teacher who was mean to me. He he used that time where apparently I wasn't paying attention and plucking the strings wrong. He's like, all right, well, when he ended up handing me back the paper, he's like, well, let's see if you pay attention in this and his class. I ended up not saying anything because like I knew he was trying to get in my head, which he did a little bit. I didn't let it try and get to me too much or too bad. Because all I did was like I raised my eyebrows, like, oh, okay, like I understood, and just rolled my eyes, like whatever. I try and avoid him as much as possible. If I see him in his classroom, like he'll sometimes have his classroom door open, and if I see him at his like weird desk thing in the middle, I'll just look away immediately, or wear my hood, or put my cap on. Try and avoid contact. And lately, I've been seeing him more often in the hallways than he did when he was out. When I was in his class, he would always be in his classroom office. Um, but now he's being out in his hallways, in the hallways more than usual. And I see him, and I go back into my class. Like, let's say I gotta go to the restroom, I'm like, hey, teach, or I don't say hey, teach, right? I don't know who says that. I probably got it from off of like a show or movie. I'll be like, hey, sir, can I go to the restroom? I always refer to people who are older than me, teachers, parents, anyone with authority. I'll be like, hey, sir or ma'am. Always sir or ma'am. And this, I'll be like, hey, sir, can I go to the restroom? I see him in the hallway. I'll be like, I'll just walk straight back in, or back straight in, straight back in, and he'll be like, "What happened?" He's like, "Uh, oh yeah, so I see my old teacher there in the hallway." He's like, "Okay, I get you." He understood where I was coming from, and I explained to him everything that happened. Um, the principal of the school is on my side because she knows my dad. She ended up hiring him into another school. So she was very happy to see what one of his kids looked like, being me, right? Um, it's just it was cool to have that feeling of someone being on my side for once. Very understanding, and my dad had inside friends, and that inside friend ended up helping me change classes as well, having a quicker and better process of everything, quicker process. Um, I was gonna say something else and I forgot. I don't know if that one person is still sticking around listening to all this stuff I'm saying, but you know, it's just good to get stuff off my chest once in a while. It's good for everyone to get stuff off their chest. If they have if they're holding a grudge, either apologize or have them apologize to you somehow. Um, streaks. Okay. So yeah, anyone who's watching wants to say something, text in the comments below and ask me a question, or you want to ask for advice. I'm pretty good at that. well, I think I'm gonna call it the end here. Probably just gonna get off, watch Netflix or YouTube. Um, I'm gonna go to my thing here real quick just to see either how long I've been streaming for or what's the deal. But I mean, like I was saying, just in case you guys need anything or have any advice or comments or questions about anything, just let me know. If I can help you in anything, and if I can't, then I'll most likely recommend a friend of mine who can actually help you. Because I have a friend who is really good at serious talks. I'm good at it somewhat. And it's just, don't let life beat you down. I know I am. I'm letting it. Because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm not good at fighting back when I'm being pushed down. I guess you can say I'm the person who gets knocked down more and can't get myself up. I truly hope everyone is having a good time. As many people know, there are disasters happening in the world. So don't take life for granted. If there's a girl you like, shoot your shot already, cause chances are she might like you back. If she doesn't, then if she says no, that's the only worst thing that can happen. There are many more girls to ask out. Look, I'm not gonna say this. I'm not saying this to be like saying I'm a player or anything. There are many girls I like, cause I'm an undecisive person. They'll either gain my attention or have things that I like, or I like their personalities. I'll usually shoot my shot. They say no, well, there's always that other person who I like, or another person, or another person. Like I said, I'm not saying this to be mean or say that I'm a player, because I'm not. I don't even have a girlfriend to begin with. Life is too short to have something push you down, especially your confidence. Just, what's on here? It's just do you. If anyone says anything about it, it's because it's something they can't do or have, and it's something out of their control that they wish they probably had. They'll probably comment on it. Or they're missing something in their life, like love, attention, or you just don't know what other thing, like, you don't know what's going on in other people's lives. So if you're a bully, stop, because like you're probably making that person's life even worse than it already is, and they have stuff to either do with at home or friends and family members, and then you're adding another situation, being yourself, another problem to the mix. It's just not cool. And I know bullying is a serious issue, because I used to have a problem with bullying, and it's not fun, I can say that much. Especially, I used to be fat, and that's what I would get bullied for. And it's just not fun, it's not cool, and it was something out of my, at the time, my range of, like, being able to control it, wise. Because I was a kid, I was roughly 5, 7, probably younger, years old. and I just loved eating. My parents didn't see a big problem with that because back then obesity wasn't such a big problem, or I don't think it was at the time anyways. So they just thought, I mean, yeah, they knew I was getting fat because of the food, but it was something far from my reach because it was what my parents got me, and if I wanted more, they'd give it to me. And I didn't know, right? I was a kid. Food is food. We like it. We want it. We love it. Give me a quick second. My dad's calling me. So I know how serious situations can be, and I know how tough they can be on a person. What kind of a toll it takes on their body and mind and feelings. It can make someone numb emotionally, and it's just not a good feeling because people will call you heartless, and I understand that. And I feel sometimes like I'm going in that direction, but something far from my reach at this point. I just keep going on with my life, keep doing me. I've been bullied for it, but other people have um loved me for it. Alright, I guess this is gonna be the end of this one. I know I would usually say hope you enjoy and leave a like, comment. It's tough. It's a tough road. Don't let it take you down. If you think about something, be the reason for someone to smile, or you are the reason for you're the reason for someone's happiness. And you might not know it, but there is someone there, and you might think just because no one's told you or no one said anything, but there is someone. There might be a lot of doubt in your head right now, a lot of other things, but just keep doing you and the right people will come around. Be safe out there, and I love you, alright? No one's ever said it to you or hasn't said it to you today, this morning. I love and care about you, alright? Keep doing you.